Hello friends, my name is Moy Sharma and my friend name is Danesh Sharma. Today's my topic is HIV AIDS. I explain this topic HIV AIDS. HIV is the virus that causes AIDS. It damages your human immune system, making it easier if you get sick. HIV is spread during sex, but condom can help protect you. HIV stands for human immunodefensive virus. It's virus that breaks down the certain cell in your immune system. Your body defends against disease that helps you stay healthy. When HIV damages your immune system, it's easier to get really sick and even die from infectious that your body could normally fight off. HIV steroid semen and vaginal fluids, anal mucus blood, and breast milk. The virus that in your body through tears or sores in your skin and through the mucous membrane like the inside of the vagina, rectum, and opening of the penis, you can get HIV from.
HIV is usually spread through having unprotected sex, using condom and or dental dams. Every time you have sex and not sharing needles can help protect you and your partners from HIV. If you do have HIV, treatment can lower or even stop the chance of spreading the virus to other people during sex. If you don't have HIV, there are also daily medicine called perhaps that can protect you from HIV. Sharing needles or syringe for shooting drugs, pressing tattoos, getting stuck with a needle that has HIV infected blood on it.
HIV/AIDS has taken the lives of over 39 million people worldwide, despite our efforts to prevent, treat, and better understand it. But with 35 million people currently infected, what exactly is it, and are we close to a cure? To contract HIV, the virus must enter the bloodstream, and it's often transmitted from infected bodily fluids like blood, semen, vaginal fluids, or breast milk. Once inside the bloodstream, HIV targets a variety of cells, but most specifically the T helper cells, which are a type of white blood cell that play an essential role in our immune system and fighting infections. The outer envelope of HIV is covered in glycoproteins which mutate frequently, ultimately tricking the T cell receptors to not recognize the virus. Once attached to specific proteins on the T cell, it begins to fuse the membranes together and eventually enters the cell where it releases 2 viral RNA strands and 3 essential replication enzymes. Because HIV is a retrovirus, the RNA is transcribed into DNA, represented here by a zipper of 2 RNA strands transcribing into DNA. This DNA is then integrated into the host cell's genome. This makes the T cells treat the viral genes like their own, which causes them to make more copies of the virus. These then leave the host cell and mature, ultimately seeking more T cells. The virus is particularly difficult to treat because its mutation rate is so high. Overall, the replication process creates more than 10 billion new virions each day. During these initial stages of replication, called the latency period, a person may not show any major symptoms for up to 8 years. If not treated, the HIV eventually kills off the specific T cells it infects. When these T cells fall below 200 cells per cubic millimeter of blood, it becomes acquired immune deficiency syndrome, or AIDS. After progressing this far, the immune system becomes suppressed and is much more susceptible to cancers and opportunistic infections such as pneumonia. A person doesn't die from AIDS, they actually die from an illness that the body could not fend off. Nowadays, there is medicine that helps fight these opportunistic infections, like Daraprim, which was recently in the news when Martin Shkreli of Turing Pharmaceutical decided to raise the price from $13.50 to $750 per pill. There are also antiretroviral drugs that slow the virus down by blocking certain enzymes which are required for the virus to multiply. Similarly, those without HIV but at high risk of contracting the virus may take pre-exposure prophylaxis, or PrEP. This works similar to antiretroviral drugs by blocking the enzyme reverse transcriptase. Thankfully, there is hope for a cure. A small population of people are immune to the HIV virus because of a mutation linked to the T cells. In one case, an HIV-positive subject received a bone marrow transplant, meaning they were given new stem cells that generate different T cells, and within 20 months, there was no evidence of the virus in their bloodstream. Though this is very individualized medicine, it certainly opens up the possibilities of generating HIV-resistant cells. Combine this with other therapies and preventative measures like condoms, clean needle programs, and safe blood transfusions, and HIV/AIDS may one day be a thing of the past. Your sharing of this video is much appreciated in the effort to help spread knowledge and awareness. And a special thanks to Audible for supporting this episode to give you a free 30-day trial at audible.com/ASAP. This week, we wanted to recommend the book Redefining Reality, which explores what is real and what is illusory from both a scientific and philosophical perspective through a series of really awesome lectures. You can get a free 30-day trial at audible.com/ASAP and choose from a massive selection. We love them as they're great when you're on the go. And subscribe for more weekly science videos.
Now we explain the conclusion. The misunderstanding of race may be understandable given the language of the well-meaning public figures who helpful compare the risk of unprotected sex to Russian roulette. And for example, Pop Iton and HIV awareness importance of from the MSC Foundation. And Lady Dada recently gave an interview where he said that we all know that having sex with a condom is a regulation, but if Russian only. However, in Russian only, there is a 1 in 6 chance that a bullet will enter your head. The risk of a single encounter of unprotected sex with an HIV positive individual, a successful antiviral therapy is in fact even lower than the lifetime risk of being lighting. And according to the United States National Safety Council of lifetime risk of dying after according to the United States National Safety Council, that lifetime risk of dying after being struck lightning in 81,701. According to the Swiss Federal AIDS Commission, the per at risk of the HIV transmission of someone under the regular medical care. That's all.